Yesterday, I cleaned out the tuners using WD-40, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. And so now it's time to put the new buttons on the shaft. And off camera, I tried some of the things that I saw on YouTube. A lot of people talk about either heating the shaft with a soldering iron or even a flame of some sort, and then kind of press fitting, melting the plastic on. I saw someone else soak these in hot water and then kind of did it. But it seems to me, if you could just get the hole to be just slightly bigger and then use a vise to slowly push this on, that it would work. And in fact, again, off camera, I tried that and was able to, do a pretty good job. And so I'll demonstrate doing that here, and then, of course, you can decide, what the right method is for you. I got these buttons from StewMac, and they have a rectangular hole, but if you look at the tuners, they actually have a flared end, and so they're kind of like a rectangle, but if you could push this farther in, then it kind of locks itself in place. And so what I did was this ends up being a 7/64 bit. I'm not claiming that is the only bit that would work. I mean, an 1/8 inch is probably good too. And all I do is just very lightly drill in to remount this hole a little bit more. This will get some of the plastic out of the way in the beginning so that you can get the button on the end. And then when you use your vise, it's already started out in center, and then you can slowly tighten it. You want to try and drill it straight, of course. There you go. So now I've opened up the hole a little bit more. And so I'm going to go over to a tiny vise I have attached to my workbench to press fit these two together. So I have my little tiny vise here. It's kind of powder coated. It's a little bit rough, but it's generally smooth. It doesn't have teeth or anything in it. And so now what I'm going to do is just open up the vise just enough so that I can get this stuck in here. And then just gently push the button onto the tuner. See, by drilling out the hole a little bit, it's already sticking in place. And so now it's just a matter of gently pushing these down. And if you hold onto the plastic piece, as well as the metal here, that does a pretty good job of making sure you keep it in line. And the tuner has a tendency to want to pop itself out because you're trying to get some tension. And so if you can hold it in place till this piece actually starts forcing itself into the plastic, then you've made it. I don't have a good camera angle on it right here, but now you can start to see that I'm jamming the metal into the tuner. So I'll just hold it like this. And just a couple more tightens and the squared off ends will be in place. And now I'm going to back it off real quick. And there you go. So you have your tuner button pressed on. It's not coming off. If you want, you could put in a A little bit of super glue right here. I'll probably do that just to be safe. But, you know, I used so much pressure here with the vise that, you know, you really have to, you know, do something like using a hammer claw or something to rip this off. And so there you go. You know, I went from a tuner that was rusty and had crumbly plastic to having a working tuner with nice new shiny white buttons. Thanks for watching.